Hello, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of the Nourish and Strengthen podcast. I am super excited about today's topic because it is something that I find extremely important in making sure that you reach your fitness goals, and that is the importance of systems. Okay. Now, you might be like, well, what does that even mean? Like, I know there's systems in, businesses and work and things like that, but how do we have systems in our fitness and health journey? First of all, speaking of health journey, I need to apologize for my voice because I have a really bad cold. And so I am currently not healthy. So if my voice sounds a little crackly, a little squeaky, that's why. I tried to put off recording this for a couple of days, but my voice is just getting a little bit worse. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do this. So we've got a podcast out there for next week. So that's such a good topic. So you might find that if you are relying on, motivation, willpower, discipline, your fitness journey is going to get extremely exhausting because our willpower and our discipline, it's really hard to rely on those all the time. Motivation is going to come and go, but if you have systems and habits in place, you will be successful. Okay. Motivation is unreliable, right? And especially, when life is stressful, when maybe your hormones are like not treating you very nicely, you have a busy schedule, it's going to be easy if you're just relying on motivation to be like, oh, I'll start over Monday, or I'll do that next week, or let's just, I'm already failing, so might as well. To where all of this all or nothing thinking comes in. Motivation, all or nothing thinking, they're all very intertwined and related, okay? But systems are automatic habits and routines that are really going to reduce that decision fatigue. So the fewer decisions you have to make in a day, the more successful you're going to be. All right. Think back to, when you were a kid, and I don't know how many of you guys did the DARE program when you were in elementary school. We did it in 5th grade in my elementary school. And it was like, what would it stand for? Drug abuse resistance education, right? It was all about deciding in advance to not do drugs, right? And so you decide in advance. And then when you're in that situation, ideally, you've already made that decision. So you don't have to make the decision again, right? So the fewer decisions you have to make, if you've already decided, I'm not eating sugar, I'm not eating the cookies or whatever, then when you're in the moment, you're not relying on that motivation. You're relying on that decision you already made, and you already know what you're going to do, right? So when you have these systems set up, you don't have to think your way through these issues, right? You don't have to decide, well, should I? It looks so good. Like, here's the cookie. My friend just brought it over and it looks so delicious and it smells so good. You've already made that decision, right? You're already set up for success. So I want to talk to you about 3 different pillars of where we can set up systems and give you some ideas for those. Okay. So we're first going to start with nutrition. All right. I've got a few ideas here that will help you set up effortless systems. Okay. Number 1 is pre-tracking your macros. So logging your meals in advance is going to seriously set you guys up for success. I promise you. Whenever we have clients that are struggling to hit their macros, the first question we ask is, are you pre-planning your food? Almost always they say no, guys, because if you're pre-planning your food, the decision has already been made, right? You already know what you're going to eat tomorrow. You already know you're going to hit your macros, because if you pre-planned your food and you weren't hitting your protein, for example, you would have adjusted your food to make you hit your protein, right? So every single night, I want you to pull out your tracking app, think about what food you have on hand, think about your schedule for the next day, think about everything you need to do, and plug your food in as if you were eating it right then, right? Okay, for breakfast, I'm going to have X, Y, and Z. For lunch, I'm going to have this. For a snack, I'm going to have this. Put it all in there. See where your totals land. If you're low on protein, easy peasy. You just go back in and you increase your protein amounts, right? If you're too high on, fats or whatever, easy peasy. You go back into your fat sources and you decrease the serving size a little bit. You're going to tweak it right now in advance. So the next day you've got a whole plan all lined up for success, right? Another idea here is this idea of anchor meals. I think I talked about this on the last episode as well. Have 2 or 3 meals for each, or ideas for each, like breakfast and lunch and snacks, that you are your go-to. They have macros that help you be successful. There are foods that you love. There are foods you always have on hand, and they're always something you can reach to, and it will support your goals. Okay. Here's another one. Do grocery delivery and or pickup. Okay. I've been doing grocery delivery for years. Like, I rarely walk into a grocery store anymore. It's just so easy to pull out the app, shop from my phone, put my things in my cart. Not only does it save money and save time, but it's going to help put your goals on autopilot as well. Every single weekend, plan your dinners for the week. Make sure you have your staples. This is going to make sure that you have all the healthy foods you need to have a successful week nutritionally, right? And then my last one here is batch cooking. So if you're going to have I like to do this on Sundays. Like if I'm going to have ground beef or grilled chicken or whatever with a Sunday dinner, I'm going to make a bunch of it and I'm going to use it again later in the week. So try to have 2 proteins that you can batch cook on the weekends and use for multiple dinners throughout the week. It's going to make your week time meal prep so much easier. And you don't have to completely meal prep every meal from scratch, put in your little Tupperware containers labeled in your fridge. You don't have to go that crazy, okay? Just bulk prep whatever it is you're making so you have extra. It's as simple as that, okay? Let's talk about exercise, our fitness systems we can have with regards to our workouts, all right? Kind of like with the grocery ordering, plan your workouts on the weekend in advance. Right now, I'm in a season of life where I am working out with my daughter. And so she and I sit down together on the weekend and we look at our schedules for the week and we plug in our workouts onto my calendar. So I know that I'm going to get them in, okay? Know exactly what days, what times you're hitting your workouts, you're doing your cardio, whatever it is you have to do, okay? And make these non-negotiables, okay? These are not maybe we'll see how I feel on that day. These are appointments with yourself. Keep your promises with yourself. And the more often you keep these appointments with yourself, the more likely you're going to learn to trust yourself and build confidence that you do the things you set out to do, right? Another idea is lay out your gym clothes the night before. I always do this. I choose what I'm going to wear, put it in the I almost said the kitchen, put it in my bathroom. I wake up in the morning, put the gym clothes on first thing, okay? You can also, if you go to the gym or get your workout in early in the morning, you could have maybe a breakfast ready to go, maybe like a pre-workout, some sort of a protein shake, something, whatever you need to do in the morning that you can do the night before, do it. It's going to streamline your mornings and make those workouts even easier to make sure you're getting into your schedule, okay? And keep in mind, short workouts, they count, okay? 20 minutes of strength training, a 10-minute walk, all of that is better than skipping it completely, okay? So if you find yourself, I was planning on doing this, but some things ran long during my day earlier, I don't know what to do now, do something. Doing something is always better than doing nothing, okay? Now let's talk about lifestyle systems, because lifestyle and managing our stress is so crucial for health and fitness goals, especially during midlife, right? So I have some ideas here. First one is do a little evening reset. This is one of my favorite things to do. After dinner, before I kind of wind down, watch a show, read a book, whatever that looks like for you, take 10 minutes, tidy up your kitchen, prep things for the next day. So this is kind of like what I was saying before. Maybe you're setting out your gym clothes. Maybe you're doing whatever you need to do first thing in the morning. But having a clean kitchen, your dishes are started, counters are wiped down, that can just kind of make you feel like, okay, the chaos of the day is done. It's time for me to relax and, unwind for the day, prepare for tomorrow, right? Another system idea is have consistent bedtime and wake up routines. Keeping those routines the same every single day, even on the weekends, okay, is going to be really, really awesome for stabilizing your circadian rhythms, for helping your hormones, helping manage cortisol levels. So have some sort of like a bedtime routine. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Something I love to do is to dim the lights in my house, a couple hours before I go to bed, read a book for a little while before I fall asleep, do something to kind of unwind. And then same thing in the morning. Maybe you go outside for a few minutes, first thing in the morning, let the sun hit your face. Maybe you walk around on grass, do a little bit of grounding, just something that is consistent bedtime and wake up routine is going to be really, really helpful. Another idea is called just working movement into your day. So whether that is stretching in the morning, doing a quick little yoga flow, even for 5 minutes to kind of get the blood flowing and wake your body up a little bit. Taking short walks throughout your day, quick walk break between like work tasks. Whenever I've been on a work call, I find that afterwards I have to get outside into the sun. It's almost like my body like demands it. Like I can't even sit any longer or my body will hurt. So get yourself in that habit of having to get up, take some steps, go out in the sun, do some sort of a movement throughout your day. It's going to really, really help with reaching your goals. And the last one is kind of like that evening reset I mentioned first, but it's like a weekly reset. So at the end of your week, review your calendar, look at the things you got done that week, plan out your next week. Like I mentioned before, plan your workouts, grocery shop, block out any you time for the upcoming week to really help you prioritize yourself, focus on your own needs, your own health, your own wellness. And that's going to really help making sure that you're not overscheduled throughout the week, that you can really get in the workouts, the meal prep, the things that you want for yourself to make sure that you are reaching your goals and hitting your non-negotiables. Okay. Now, keep in mind with systems, these are not rules. It's not about being rigid. It's about creating these systems in your place so you can feel like you have more freedom, right? I feel like I'm talking to my kids or something. Like, rules are not meant to be restrictive. It's meant to give you more freedom, more peace of mind, because you're reaching your goals, you're feeling more confident, you're feeling amazing. And so you just go about your life as a better version of you, right? And it's almost like putting your habits on autopilot. It's going to save you time, it's going to save you energy, and it's going to really save you that mental space that you would be like, oh, when am I going to work out again? I can't remember. What was my plan going to be for today? Just kind of that going back and forth, because you have it all systematized and planned out from the beginning. So hopefully that's helpful, you guys. Let me know. Keep in mind, motivation, it's going to fail you. You're not going to always be motivated, but systems, habits, they will always be there for you. Okay. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode. I will talk to you guys next week.